Hi folks, how we doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're here in Timberborn, and
Hello there.
hello there, Cleepor. How you doing? Um, I've done a little bit of looking into a bit more of this game. Andrea's here too, and yeah, uh, well, firstly, I've been a bit of an idiot because I was like, I had, oh, sorry, wrong window. Uh, yeah, beavers obviously go in the water too, right? Because I think at one point the other day I was like, oh, they won't be able to traverse the water, but yeah, obviously they can. They're beavers, so yeah, that makes a lot more sense. And Andrea's, you're going up there, are you? Okay, so that's one thing, and we may as well actually get them going while we're chatting. Also, this dam I think is in the complete wrong place. So let's firstly get rid of that so that they don't build anything. If I remember how this game works, and we'll have to just take the loss on those. Okay, we do get logs back, so that's good. Presumably, I have to. No, they're going to do that automatically. Okay. And then, yeah, we probably want to have a dam over here, right? So that all of this stuff is still... they collected all that stuff. Oh, and there's more stuff here. Yeah, that way we're covering where the water is, and we're going to try and keep the next drought hasn't kind of come along yet, so we don't know when that's going to be. But we want to make sure that certainly these two things are still in water. So, the other way we can do that is to use these floodgates. And we almost have enough points for these. So I think that would make a lot of sense for us to use the floodgates in this situation. And basically what they enable us to do is to tell it how much water is actually going to be able to flowing through. So we can back this up so that we're not having as much water through here. And what did I put here? They're just platforms. So I think we want to change these as well. And 2 secs. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Thank you, Blap, for lurking. I appreciate it. Yeah, so... Oh, I keep doing that. I must have a hotkey set there. So, yeah, what we need to do is delete these two as well. And then I think we'll do the same thing. So we'll have a levee, not a levee, sorry, a floodgate in there. And that will enable us to control how much water is in here. And that should help us as well. And there's a couple of other things that we can do here too. Let's just... are they trying to recover things but can't? Or no? Looks like they've got everything. Yeah, presumably they'll pick those up. But yeah, I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that. So yeah, we might put the floodgates here once we can unlock them. And are they building... I thought they were building a... Did I build a third one of these ones? I thought I had built a third one of those. Maybe I'm thinking of this. Which actually I don't know if we really need that or want that there either, but it's kind of too late now. I don't necessarily want to waste all of the logs that they've put there, and I know I'll probably get some of them back, but yeah. Oh, here's the other one there. Yeah. So yeah, that was probably a bit of a mistake, but we live and learn. So let's mark that one there as well. And yeah, let's build this thing here. Oh yeah, can't do that yet, of course. How are these guys going? 33. You're lacking resources. Oh, you're lacking a person. Okay. So we need a couple of beavers to get a little older here. Including the Kleepaw beaver, by the looks of it. The Tilly beaver has aged up. Yeah, and the other thing we can do is check this thing, and this tells us how they're doing for their well-being. So the more things we add here, the happier the beavers will be. And there's a couple of things here that we can add that are going to be relatively easy, including this wet fur section. And that wet fur is basically how they keep themselves, I guess, their hygiene up. And then things like campfire and stuff are relatively easy too. So we'll wait until we get these points to unlock the storage and not storage, sorry, floodgate.
How long do they live?
Good question. Because we had one that died in the last stream, didn't we? See, this one here has died of old age, but I guess we can't tell how old that one was because I can't click on him anymore. I think that other one was like 35 or something. If we can... Just try and remember if any of these ones were here right from the beginning. Whoops, don't want to rename. So that one's 12. 45? Oh, there you go. That's an older one. 45, 25, 33. So, yeah. Rosanna was one of the first ones, wasn't it? Because we named that one Rosanna. So, she's 41. So, yeah. Looks like into their, like, 40s. 48. They have funny voices, don't they? That's quite cute. So yeah, looks like into their 40s. 48 seems like the oldest one that we've got at the moment. Yeah, so 147, so we're getting very, very close. And then we'll unlock this one. Blocks water completely, floodgate. Blocks water to an adjustable height. And then these ones are higher, basically. So yeah, can't unlock. Okay, we need one more science point. Oh, that one is... It seems like we need more beavers at the moment as well. You might be watching TV as well tonight. Wow. Okay. Seems pretty rude, but you know, you do you. We got one. We do. We got 152 now. So let's unlock this. And we'll pop them here. It's not rude. Well, I don't know. So I guess we'll go... Kind of don't want it to be too wide because we're spending resources having to do this. So that kind of feels like too long. I mean, ideally I'd go here, I suppose. So we might have to remove some of these trees. And then if we build a path, yeah, so we'll unfortunately have to demolish some of these trees. I don't know if it'll let me do the path immediately now or not. No. Fair enough. Well, I presume you're watching the cricket, Cleepaw, are you? And we might build some other crops here as well, because that's also in our wellness thing. So you'll see further down here. Yeah, sunflower seeds, grilled potatoes, grilled chestnuts, etc. So there's other things that we can plant here. I might be. Yeah, well, the cricket will still be on once the stream is finished. But the stream only goes for a couple of hours, just to let you know. In case you hadn't realised. Let's put some potatoes here. And let's see, so down here we have this well-being section. So the shower is going to help. So a spot where beavers can get refreshed with a shower. And it helps with their wet fur. Wow, pressure seems unnecessary. Well, it's not pressure, I'm just saying. So we definitely want a shower. And then we also have... Let's see, so we got bench, shrub, roof. Temple... Oh, here, campfire. Oh, we don't even need to unlock the campfire, so that's good. So, we'll put a campfire over here. Actually, we'll do this corner here if I can... like that. What do they need for that? Just logs. Okay. So yeah, logs still are a problem for us, but these should be coming soon. Oh, 41%. Not that soon. So the other thing that I realized was that the trees, while the length of time is certainly something that we want to keep an eye on, so is the amount that they actually produce, right? Because even though the birches don't take that long to produce the log, they only produce one log. So that's not as ideal as if, say with these oaks, they take 30 days, but they produce 8 logs. And similar with these maples, 28 days, 6 logs. So yeah, the oaks seem to be the way to go. And we've got this other forest that we're trying to build here. So we'll probably make these mainly oaks. And that way, hopefully, even though it'll take longer, the yield that we'll get from them will be much better. So yeah, we'll see how we're going there. Okay, so they've moved that so we can make this path in here a bit more logical. Nice. And then what we can also do is we can use the stairs and these platforms to help us build more housing on top of the other housing, which will be good. The real Cleepaw just shat under Angus's desk, so is he kicking her out again now, is he? That didn't last very long. Okay, so the food's going pretty well. Hopefully they'll be harvesting those carrots. I'm just dreading the next flood, the next drought. That's, yeah, not going to be ideal. Can they might not be able to get to that actually, can they? Yeah, they can't. What we might do here then is we'll build floodgate here, so it'll let me, and there. And so that, once they built that, that should connect them. And because we know that this is going to be water all the time, we can plant more crops here as well. So we'll put potatoes, more potatoes here. This should still be in range, isn't it? Yeah, just. Potatoes there. Here we go. They're coming for these floodgates. They need quite a lot though, don't they? 10 logs, 5 planks. So the planks are ready to go. It's just the logs that we're struggling with. So I'm going to try as much as I can to do oaks. And yeah, try and get more and more resources here. And we are still short on beavers, so we have 2 free beds, so hopefully they still should be making beavers. Oh, Clee, you've grown up, it says. You're now you're unemployed though. Well, why don't you go and work over there? Oh, is it not connected? I think it's not connected. That's the problem. Yeah. So, JFC, hello, yes. Yes, beavers. I was, welcome in. I did, check out your VOD. And I got some really good hints and tips from it. So, I appreciate that. This is our little, little colony so far. And, yeah. As I was mentioning to you on stream the other day, where we are struggling with resources at the moment, mostly, namely the trees. But yeah, we've got some growing, so I think hopefully in the next few days we should have some coming through. But yeah, just taking our time. Research the stairs. Yeah, we just finished researching the floodgates, so that's a big one. That was like 150, and I think how much are the stairs? 70. So we've got almost 40 now. So yeah, I reckon that'll be our next thing that we get. So then you can get the floodgates built. Yeah, well the floodgates are, oh, they don't need stairs, do they, or are they okay? But yeah, hopefully as we get the points up, we just need 32 now, so yeah, that should get us the stairs, and then we'll be looking a lot better. But yeah, I think you were able to move quite quickly, probably because you know, if you've played before, you knew to get the trees going really quickly and stuff like that. It took a while for me to, even though I was playing through the tutorial, to realize that we were going to run out of resources pretty quickly, because I didn't know at first that you had to use the forester, and I was waiting for them just to kind of spawn in, but then when it finally unlocked the forester, I was like, okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, I was probably a bit behind because of that. So we have had one drought already, and we survived that. So that was surprising, I guess. But yeah, I feel like I've got too many water pumps now. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. We're really just lacking resources at the moment. So yeah, hopefully these start pushing through. Although we're still a fair way off everything. The pines are kind of the ones that are. They're the ones that I planted first, I think. So they're the ones that are going to grow first. So yeah, we'll keep pushing through. Add some birch. Yeah, we've got a whole lot of birch here. So yeah, these ones are coming along. Yeah, I suppose these ones might actually be around about the same time as the pine potentially, because it's possible that they were planted just a few days after the pines. So we should get a pretty good yield in that scenario. And then when I was experimenting, I planted a few of these too. So now I'm trying to kind of plant oak as much as I can so that we get that better yield. And and then we've also got another forester getting built down here, so we'll utilize this area for trees as well. Because I just feel like that it seems like the resources are pretty important, right? So yeah, that's kind of where we're up to. But yeah, any more advice is certainly appreciated. Okay, we've got plenty of science points here, so let's unlock these stairs. Because I think they can access one at a time, can they? Or do they have to come down into the water to build these? Because they have delivered a couple of things to this first one. Or can they not step on it? They can't stand on these, maybe? Maybe I need the stairs down here, do I? They can't. Okay, cool. Alright, well, let's put... we'll put stairs there. And that will enable us to go like that, I guess, right? And one more there. Yeah. Cool. Alright. That makes sense. I was saying, actually, when we first started that it was a bit of a derp when I was in the first time I played it, because I was... Oh, here we go. So we have a drought in 3 days. But I think if it only goes for the same amount of time as it did last time, we might be okay. Is this lumber mill? Yeah, this is the lumber mill here. So we do have that. So I think we got plenty of planks, or we had plenty of planks, but we're just lacking logs at the moment. Because they deliver the planks straight away to everything. So it's just the logs that are the problem. But yeah, we'll see how we go with this drought. We do have plenty of food, I think. So it's mainly the water that will be the issue. And that's mainly because I don't have enough resources log-wise to build everything else. So the left of the housing, there are some steps. Those, up here. These ones. Oh, they can access... They can go up here if I put a thing up here to get more trees, right? In fact, what I can do is this one here. I probably don't need 2 here, right? So I could pause this one and then build another one up there. Let me just slow this down a bit, because I don't like things going too fast. Freak me out, especially when there's things going on. Yeah, I didn't think of that we could connect up here, right? So let's find... no, what do we need? We need... where do we find the... here. Lumberjack flag, right? And if we put it up here, then these guys will be able to chop some of these trees, right? I think that's what you're saying. Hopefully I have... Do I have... yeah, I have a beaver that can come up and work here, so that's good. Nice. Okay. So looks like they're getting onto that straight away. Yeah, silly. I don't know why I didn't think of that, because obviously these trees are just sat here, right? I guess I can just do that straight away, can't I? So they can chip away at that. Hopefully, yeah. This guy's going to go over. Okay, nice. Oh yeah, and then I need somewhere to store these potatoes, I think, as well. Which, I guess they'll store some in here, won't they? Or do they only ever store one resource? Oh yeah. Yeah, because I've got 3 of these. They're probably cranking them out pretty crazy, right? Let's I'll just get a storage thing here for the potatoes. Make a grill. Okay, cool. Oh, grill. That doesn't even cost anything. Point wise, I mean. Let's put the grill over here. That way it's close to the thing. And then I might... I presume they'll take the potatoes to the grill relatively quickly. So if we have... We can just have a small storage area there for the potatoes. Got 2 logs. Okay. Alright. They are going to sleep. The drought is coming though. That's really good food for the beavers. Oh, yeah, when that's built, you ask them to make grilled potatoes. Okay, cool. This could be touch and go with this drought, I feel, because I messed up with a couple of things in terms of getting the resources, so we'll see how we go. Last time they were kind of going through almost a whole one of these, or a whole one of these and a bit per day, and it lasted for about 3 days. It's a 1-day drought. Oh, is it? How do you tell how long it goes for? Because I'm set on normal mode. So the last one was 3 days. Is it just always 3 days if it's normal mode? I think I still should be okay, because we had about the same amount, maybe even less, last time, and we were fine. Yeah. As long as it stays at like 3 days, I think we should be okay. Or having said that, I had less beavers last time, so that's probably a factor as well, I guess, but yeah. Clearly they're not, yeah, don't quite have enough material to, oh, it can't be reached because of the district, but the path, oh, there's no stairs there yet. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Once the stairs are built, it'll extend it. You're normally on easy. Yeah, I should have gone easy. I don't know. I don't know why I went on normal. I was like, well, normal kind of seems to be okay. But then, yeah, regret later on. Oh, we need actually storage, because we've got some sunflowers growing here as well. So we probably need a bit of storage for that too, right? What is the sunflower? Oh, up here. Dandelions. Oh, Rafiki, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is Andrea. Easy's the best way to learn, yeah. I'm sure we'll survive. I hope so. I think Yo, welcome in, Rafiki. Nice to have you here. How are you doing? Watching from work. Nice one. Am I just being blind here? I can't see. Can you store the sunflowers in there? Oh yeah, there. I was. Yeah, hope you're having a good day, Rafiki. Hope work's treating you well. This is our little colony. Oh, there's some birch trees here that they're cutting, so that's good. So we're starting to build our resources. I should prioritize these stairs, shouldn't I? Let's put them right up top priority. Good, thank you. Nice, excellent. Hopefully no one's going to catch you looking at the stream while you're at work, but yeah, good to have you here. These sunflowers are cute. The floodgates that cover the small lake, prioritize those two. Oh yeah, because a lot of these crops will not go well, will they? Good point. Yeah, I'm definitely still learning. It's a pretty steep learning curve, I suppose, isn't it? Oh, look at them swimming. It's really cute. Yeah, it was a big derp because as I was watching your VOD JFC, I was like, and I saw you do this with the stairs and stuff on the floodgate, and I was like, oh, are they going to be able to go in the water? And I was like, oh, then it dawned on me, yeah, that they're beavers. Of course they can go in the water. So yeah, bit of a derp that one for me. But yeah, hopefully we've got it figured out now. I don't know that they're going to have those floodgates built before the drought. But yeah. Oh, and then these science points. Because I built so many of them, I'm going to kind of forget that I have them building up there. I feel like they might be building up more than I can probably use them. Because, yeah, at this point we're lacking resources so much that I don't know how much I'm going to be able to use them. Like these larger water tanks would be helpful. Use them for well-being. Okay. Oh yeah, the shower. We definitely needed that, so that's good. And I saw you using the shrine. So yeah, nice. Let's see if we can get a shower in here somewhere. So yeah, presumably they need to be right by the water. Makes a lot of sense. So yeah, put that there. And extend this out. Both are important to give them wet fur, which they love, and to have a bit of religion. Yeah, okay. So we'll see if we can put the shrine somewhere. Maybe over here in this kind of residential area. What being shrine? Yeah, let's put that here. See, one of the floodgates is built. Okay. So, that blocks the water from going out. So we want it there. I don't think they're going to quite get there, are they? So I think it depends how quickly they do it. Oh, this one is... Oh, maybe. one more. Here we go. Oh. No, they're going to sleep. If someone goes and builds that immediately, yeah, that's right, in the following morning. If someone can build that first thing, that would be ideal. It's still set high, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Then you can hopefully get it up just before the water attracts. Yeah, because I noticed it does take a little bit of time for it to kind of completely dry out. So fingers crossed. We'll fast forward through the night here. Because, yeah, all these crops are not going to be in good shape. But we have a lot of berries saved up. So that's something. No goods in stock. Okay. But, yeah, they have... all four were full a second ago, but they've drunk quite a lot of that. Hopefully get it up just before... Yeah, I already read that. Cool. Okay, so drought has started, and yeah, it's another 3 days. So we'll see. Are you going to build that? No, you are though, I reckon. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so we'll at least keep this water. So that's going to be very helpful, because at least our kind of potatoes will, and these other plants will stay hydrated. But yeah, really it's the water that's the problem. I assume it takes them a little while to die from not having enough water. Probably, hopefully longer than 3 days. That water amount should keep there for the full 3 days. Okay, cool. And they, I mean, technically they're still making a little bit of water at the moment as well. So that's good. I don't know why... Oh, you're just going in there now. Okay. Safe regarding some of the farming. Yeah, nice. So, and this... Oh, it does come quite quickly though, doesn't it? Jeez, that's... It's completely dried up there already. Here we go. Alright. Well, that small amount of water actually, it makes quite a big difference. I suppose it will kind of dry more and more as it goes, but yeah, the last time the whole place dried out, because I had no floodgates anywhere, so that everything dried out. And I was, yeah, looking at the water disappearing and was getting a bit worried, but we survived. Okay, and at least I know now, like, in the next flood, the next drought we have, rather, we'll have these, and we'll be in a much better position overall anyway, so that's good. Nice, okay. Yeah, I'm not as worried as I was with the first drought at this point. And yeah, look, they've topped that right up now, so yeah, that's good. Alright. So we'll speed things up, because I think we've got a lot of building that is required. And there are still trees that they can use to work with that. So yeah. Now, they don't appear to automatically replant these. So presumably we have to mark these ones and then replant them, or can we just replant over the top? Oh, they do replant maybe, because they are marked like they are going to. Yeah, they do. Okay, cool. I guess they're not going to replant while there's a drought, potentially. Ooh, potatoes are done. Oh, that was a thirsty beaver I just saw there. Oh, this is depleting quite quickly. I suppose there's only a day and a half left now, though. So yeah, I guess we've just, it's a little over halfway or about halfway, and we've gone through about half of the water, so we're probably okay. When the remaining floodgates are done, we'll be able to stock up on the water, presumably, because we'll be able to, yeah, block the water. Prioritize these. They're just not coming. Oh, the planks, because there's no electricity. Yeah, right. That's a problem. So they probably won't be able to finish those until the water's back. It can flood the village and the small lake, yeah. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if it's flooding just for a short amount of time, from what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, because again, you know, beavers, they do go in the water, so it does make sense that they're going to survive if it floods. It might give the plants and trees a bit longer growing time. Right. That is, I do enjoy watching them running out like that. It's quite cute. So, that's good fun. But if it's just for a few seconds to fill up the lake, yeah, okay. Alright. Well, yeah, they've certainly cleared out this area pretty well. We could even get them to do more of this space. I think that's still in range, isn't it? Yeah. And then, so they do 2. I saw a couple of oaks over here. Yeah, look at that. Bit far away for us at the moment. Then there's no issues at all, yeah. Nice. Oh, I can unmark that. These ones, though, they're not, they weren't part of the ones that I'd planted, so oh, we are very low, but we have, at the end of this day, it should, we should be good. What, no recipe. Okay, so I need to mark this as grilled potatoes. Cool. And then presumably we need somewhere to store the grilled potatoes as well. Can we fit this somewhere in behind it? Got a cat sitting almost on my keyboard here. Grilled potatoes, that one. Okay, cool. And we almost have water coming back down. Drought ended. Yep. Here we go. Excellent. Oh, what's that? We got a couple of thirsty beavers, but hopefully by the time the water is flowing again, they'll be okay. Making its way down. Excellent. Yeah, does it say how long dehydrated? So presumably it has to go all the way down to the end here, does it? Before they die? And in the meantime, they just kind of slow down a little bit. Yeah, they're all getting pretty thirsty. But here we go. Water's coming back. Love their voices. Yeah, how cute are the little voices. Oh yeah, open the floodgates, and then that way the water will come back through, right? Yeah. Good call. And do I have to close them again, or does it just stop filling up? Oh, it kind of looks like it stopped. Oh yeah, no, close them, because it's flowing back out now. Yeah. Yeah. So the problem is now is that they're about to go to sleep, and there's no one working in the water thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it'll disappear. Yeah, okay. So hopefully first thing in the morning they'll go and fix all of this stuff up. In terms of getting the water going again. It's a lot of thirsty beavers. So he's going in there. Making planks again. That's good. I think the way they carry things as well is super cute. So like carrying all of the boxes and barrels and stuff around. It's very cute. So these are thirsty ones. Are they? Ooh. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So we got another flood wall built here. So this is slowly making progress as well. And yeah, presumably there's no real reason to ever let this dry out, right? Like you just keep that filled constantly, because it's a pretty good source of water no matter what happens. Nice. And we got like 200 and almost 300 points as well. So we'll go back to here, the well-being. Basic needs, wet fur. They haven't built the shower yet. Temple, healer, carousel, and mud bath. Nice. There's a lot of stuff going on there. JFC, thank you for the hydrate. I've got, Andrea's like sitting on my arm now, so I'm gonna have to extract my arm. Thank you for the hydrate. Just like the beavers, it's important to not be dehydrated, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah, and I saw you were looking at this quite a lot too. So I should, refer to this. So the showers, I presume once they build that shower, that will help a lot with that. And then from here, it just looks like getting a few different things, crops and stuff growing as well, ultimately making things kind of look pretty as well. Yeah, there's a lot more to the game than it kind of first appears, isn't there? And yeah, I don't know what is it. It's probably no point in having this one here as well as the other two, because if there's constantly water around, I don't know if having a third one is going to help. You just checked it a lot to make you get the 15 points, so you could unlock the other fraction of beavers, the iron tails. Yeah, I saw them in the first little bit I read, that you have to have the 15 points. So I guess if I'm not necessarily aiming for that straight away, I can take things a little slower, potentially, than what you were doing. Because yeah, I've got no idea what I'm doing still. So that was 8 points. Yeah, nice. So I think the campfire helped with that, by the looks of it. Does it tell you what pushed it up, or maybe it's a combination of everything? More than halfway, yeah. So from what I was kind of seeing, the iron tails are kind of more industrial. I would seem like the best way to describe it. Whereas these guys are kind of more naturey. So yeah, and is that part of the update, the new update 4, or is that something that's been around for a while? You feel the iron tails are a bit better? Okay, interesting. Well, yeah, I'll be definitely, if we do ever get to 15, which hopefully we will, I'll be keen to give them a crack as well. Oh, they were both included. Okay. I think were you saying that when you played again more recently, that you had to unlock them again because the update lost your progress or something? They're still struggling getting these done, aren't they? I don't know if there's anything else that needs building at this point. I think it's just the shower, and that's it, isn't it? Yeah, because they built that. Maybe because the data you had for the game disappeared when you had to reinstall Windows a couple of months ago. Yeah, that happens. That happened to me with City Skylines, actually. Last time I reinstalled Windows, I didn't keep the files I was meant to, and yeah, I had to unlock everything all over again, which was a little annoying, because I had everything unlocked, all the unique buildings and everything. Alright, so we're doing alright again, I think. They've cleared this out pretty well. May as well get everything up here, I suppose. And the other thing I was wondering, will they still produce babies? Will they only produce babies if there's housing for it? Is that how that kind of works? Or will they still produce babies and then not? There just won't be a house for them to live in? So I wasn't sure about that the other day. We can turn this back on now, can't we? We do have some unemployed beavers. Why? So this is affecting our flow here, is it? And that's causing the wheel not to turn? Yeah, okay. Alright. I think it's mostly if there is housing. Okay. Because yeah, I was thinking of putting some housing on top of these ones. Like, kind of just stepped back slightly. But the problem is I don't have enough jobs for these guys anyway. Can we add any more? You can only have 3 there by the looks of it. And the food is pretty full. Well, I guess maybe we do turn this on. Oh, we've gone up again. Nice. 9. So they still don't even have the shower built, and they're still going up heaps, which is great. So I guess because they got the grilled potatoes, that's why they're happy there. And Yeah. Okay. Nice. Maybe we need another. Is that like how many times they visited it? That's cool. That tells you how popular it is. And we're starting to get a bit of a backlog of logs, which is good. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this forestry here. Let's, we'll make this the kind of the oak area, and that way, you know, it'll just kind of sit there ticking away in the background. And yeah, we don't need to be too stressed about what's happening in terms of our wood production. And then we can have the birch kind of ticking over here as well, I suppose, can't we? Birch there and there. So yeah, the thing that I was looking at is how you manage the electricity when you have everything kind of dammed up. Are they... Oh, I'd only put them onto that first level, didn't I? Yeah, good idea. Because, yeah, I guess once the water isn't flowing as much, you end up having the wheel stop. I don't know. I guess it's mainly a problem when you actually need the planks, but is the power wheel, is that something that you would look at to make sure that your electricity is still being prioritized? $400 points. Wow. Might have overdone it with the amount of inventor things that I put in. But I guess we won't be struggling for points anytime soon. I mean, I guess I should just hook this up anyway, right? Like, it's just sat there doing nothing. We might just have to remove a berry bush or two. Because, yeah, we've got 2 unemployed beavers anyway, so... May as well. Now, and does, personally would not use the power wheel unless there's a building that can't access any other power option. Okay. So it's just kind of managing the flow of the river to whenever you need the power to kind of make it work. They don't seem to be producing an over extended amount of planks at the moment, but nice. Okay. Is that does it evaporate at all, or it does seem like it's gone down a little bit? Or was that where it always was? Oh, lots of logs, that's good. It is evaporating, okay. Yeah. So then presumably once it gets to a certain level, you can open them up again and let it flow back in. Yeah. If I do half, then it will only come in when it gets over that point, I presume. Or will... is it better to... Yeah, okay. And then again, presumably once we have these closed, that will help with that as well. Nice. I'm learning a lot. This is good. And they're almost done here. So that they just need a few more planks. That just needs the planks. So we're looking good. When you get into the game, it's actually really good. Yeah, it seems really fun. I've only done maybe 4 or so hours. But yeah, I've really been enjoying it. It's good fun. Yeah, and the beavers are super cute as well. Look at this. That's really cute. Aww. And their hilarious voices. Nice. Alright. So we still have one unemployed beaver. Can you make... Yeah, we can put another beaver here. They help... They do... I presume that those ones are kind of like the ones that do a bit of transport and stuff, but they also... I noticed they get rid of these as part of their thing. Oh, I'm using the wrong tool there, aren't I? This one. Yeah, so we could, I guess, theoretically build some more housing now. And get some more beavers. Now, do we need planks for anything else here? So they still need some planks. So I guess I don't want to cut that off until... cut the power off until we have enough planks for everything that we're building. So that shower needs a plank. Yeah, we might put... put some of these platforms back here. Will the... Yeah. Like that. And then have stairs like so. Actually no. I need to... They can't go there, can they? Annoying you can't move things after you place them. I presume you can't do that anyway. There doesn't seem to be an option for that. Stairs need to go here. And where's the path go here? Might need to move. I blocked myself in with the path. I guess access over that one side is alright. They still didn't quite finish this yet. Here we go. There we go. Aha, so we have a shower here now as well. And do they need planks for this? They do. But I guess if we close this off for a little bit, push the water back, fill everything up, and then we can open it again. So, interesting water mechanics as well. Maybe slightly better than the city Skylines water mechanics. I don't know. Nice. Plenty of water now. Aww. That's really cute. Excellent. Well, cooking with gas now, as they say. So we might even need somewhere to store these logs, I guess. Not logs, planks. Nothing to do in range. Construction lacking material. Okay, so what was I? Let me just slow things down a bit here. Can we choose? Yeah, planks in that. Okay, so that's the style of thing we need. So let's put that here, and we'll make that our plank one. Things to look forward to there. So he's run out of things to chop down, which is fine. I suppose we could extend that and get these ones as well, because that's well within that. How many logs have we got? 109 of 108. Okay, we'll do that. And I guess nothing else is going to spawn there because there's no water. And we'll just start pulling these out. You'll be back in a bit, lunchtime. No worries. We'll see you soon, hopefully. Enjoy lunch. Hopefully it's something good. Oh, interesting. We just had a beaver born. So we're kind of right on the threshold of what we can do in that regard. I suppose that because these can go over paths, can't they? So if I was to bring these along here, then we can still have our stairs on this side as well. That way we got access on in both directions. But do you not have anywhere to live? Oh no, you do. Okay. You just staying up all night. Yeah, I love this bit. They're so cute. Very, very cute. Yeah, this is a really cute game. Alright, I think we're looking really good now. Very, much more confident with all the help that JFC's been able to provide. So yeah. So I did this to halfway. So this is giving us a pretty good level, I think. I wonder if we should maybe invest in some larger water towers. Oh, you can put other stuff in these. Interesting. Okay. I guess though, like with now we've got the kind of dam thing, you don't necessarily need a whole bunch of water stored all the time. It's probably still good to have stored water though, I guess. Nice. Alright, let's see what else we can unlock then. So we've got a shower. We've got a shrine. Oh, one of these rooftop terraces. They look cool. So where could we put... I guess we could extend the platform out here, couldn't we? And have our rooftop terrace up here. we'd have to extend that. If we had a platform around the back there, we can have it going sideways so that it connects with these platforms. Like so. And that would go there. Nice. So that's mainly logs. Are we short on logs again? No, we got all of these in store, that's right. So yeah. So I guess we want to, if we prioritize the stairs in each of these cases so that they can get up to where they're trying to go, or where we need them to go, and then we'll put houses kind of stepped back. So I guess effectively we'll have like a path along here. Do you need to put paths on the... You do, okay. Yeah. Little railings. I was going to say, I wonder if we should get them getting these berries too, but that, considering that is completely full, and there's actually still berries here as well, it would appear that we probably don't need to do that. Yeah, he's got nothing to do because everything is already full. Excellent. Okay. So really we're just kind of waiting for them to do their thing. I guess we could speed up a little bit. Planks seem to be what's holding us back. I wonder if it's even worth having a second timber mill. Lumber mill, even. So we do have one unemployed beaver. So, yeah, maybe it is. And I think we also have access now to these. So these can go over the top of paths, I presume. Because that was the problem before. I wanted to have this like over here, but I couldn't get the power to it with the way I'd already set up the paths. So yeah, I'll just unlock that and see what it does. We've got got plenty. Or is this high power? Oh, okay, no, it goes up and over. Yeah, yeah. So that would go across the path, I presume. Yeah, because it connects in on the right there. And yeah, that goes that way. Still getting it over here might still be a problem. Do these just connect in anywhere? I can't remember. They do. So if I was to connect that in there, still need to turn it around somehow, wouldn't we? So if we use this one, I don't know that we necessarily need this path anyway, because we can't walk across those floodgates. Oh, what's happened? No power. This isn't, the flow is getting affected again, so we might need to, yeah, keep an eye on that and open up those gates a bit if need be. Power output is 16 HP. Oh, sorry. Network supply versus demand, 16 of 50. So it's taking up, it can do up to 50. So yeah, just feels like we need to get that moving a little bit. We don't need to worry about that because that's going to stay there with those floodgates. So, yeah, nice. Wow, that's going super fast now. Okay, we'll put this back up to 5. Oh, what's wrong with you? Oh. Broken teeth. Oh no. So I guess we need the medicine thing. Spot where beavers come to rest, performs better when supplied with medicine and a healer. Okay, we'll unlock you. And we will build one of you over here in like the little village area. I wonder if it's worth getting a path through here. I reckon it might be down the middle there. And we'll set that to high priority so that we can fix this guy up. Or gal. Are they run out of storage here? No, not quite. Okay. I think they have. So what do we need here for... so we don't have a healer. Let's just put that as that and that as that. And then our housing. So what have we got out the front here? Let's copy this. So one of them here. Oh. And you can hear them like snoring in here as well. If you listen carefully, which is really cute. Okay, so we've got a bit of housing to put in there. The rat race, the beaver race in the morning. Yeah, I feel like we're just the planks are just very slow going. So having a second one of these might pay off. Just trying to figure out how we get the electricity over. We'll probably have to demolish a couple of things. Although it feels like you need, like, so to get it to go across here, you go across there, then it would go. Can it stay high? Maybe if I start it off high up here, and it can stay high. That would be the question. I suppose the only way I'll find out is to actually do it, but I might wait until they put those in, or yeah, struggling again here. Really struggling. Oh, there we go. Slowly turning. I presume that it's because it needs 50, this building, but it's not getting enough power through at the moment. That might be why the planks are so slow as well. That makes sense to me anyway. Looking good though. Oh, we're high output now, so they're going quicker, kind of. So the windmills are probably useful as well. We've got so many points. Should keep unlocking bits and pieces here. Temple. Oh, healer. Yeah, let's unlock the healer, because that's going to help us, I feel like. What's wrong with you? You don't have a path. Well, that's because they haven't built it yet. Did the sick beaver get healed? Where did that sick beaver go? No. Can they... Do these not really work if they don't have the healer? Can we go back to this bit? Fun. Broken teeth. Aw. Okay. So maybe we'll just get the healer in. And I don't think we'll have a beaver that can do that job yet. But where was that? That was in here. Yeah. And yeah, we'll put this kind of in the town as well. I guess it makes sense to put it next to the bed. Next to the... Yeah. Medical bed. Oh, you need gears. Ooh. Okay. We don't have gears. How do we get gears? So I'm getting ahead of myself somehow. Scrap metal. Presumably the... I guess what we'll do then is we'll turn that... I might even just pause it, because there's no point in having that if we don't have the stuff that it needs. But yeah, I presume that we need to have these, this scrap metal thing to collect metal to turn them into gears. Smelter. The mine. Wood. Here we go. Gear workshop. Planks. Every 3 hours will produce a gear. Okay. Well, let's unlock that. Again, hopefully I'm not getting too far ahead of myself. Does it need electricity? It does. It needs a lot of electricity. Okay, maybe we hold off with that. I'm worried about this beaver with the broken tooth, though. Cleepaw, you're back. Is it tea or something? How are you going, Cleepaw? Oh, show me the nearest cat redeemed. Now I have 2 broken beavers with broken teeth now. Where is the nearest cat? It's probably Bean again, I think. Oh, he knocked the mic. Sorry. Oh, now he's freaking out. That's the nearest cat. That wasn't a very good one. He didn't really like that. Now he's just gone back and, yeah, gone back onto the bed. You're alright? Okay, that's good. Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm feeling like we're needing things here. Beanie, yeah, he didn't enjoy that time. The first time we did it the other day, he was alright with it, but yeah, not that time. Oh, monuments. Ooh, farmer monument. Brazier monument. Brazier of bonding. Fountain of joy. Cool. Ooh, lots of decorations here as well. Beaver statue. Roofs. Lots of roofs. Shrub. Bench. Okay. Now, I was going... Yeah, let me go back to smelter. I think with the gear, it didn't need... I've lost it now. Here. It only used planks, but it needed a lot of electricity. That was the problem. And yeah, this only produces... yeah, nowhere near enough. So... I wonder if having the... So the windmill will produce 200 HP. And how much does the water wheel produce then? 90. Okay, it's because it's not flowing, the river's not flowing as much as we would like, presumably. Because yeah, I feel like the only way to fix these beavers is to have this, and this requires gears to be built. So yeah. Our rooftop terrace hasn't been, and the other problem is, yeah, we need houses to be built here too, because we need more beavers to do all of this stuff. So I'll upgrade that, so that's top priority. What are these things? Yeah, these probably need upgrading too, right? Because they can't build the houses without those. What are they missing? That's planks, of course. Planks. And we've still got heaps of logs. I'm very, very tempted to build another one of these. Having said that, we don't have a beaver to work in it at the moment. Anyway, so maybe not. Yeah, hopefully if they can just build this corner one, then we'll have another house there. Need 3 more planks. Oh, they're building that other house there too, which is good. Have you been watching any of the progress, Cleepor, or are you just been rudely watching the TV? You got too many grilled potatoes, yeah. I wonder if we should get a few other crops in here as well, because I think... ooh, maple pastries. I mean, that sounds delicious. Grilled chestnuts. I don't know how to say that. Spatterdock, is it? Spatterdock? Bread. Cattail crackers. Really watching TV mostly. Nice. We can put some of this stuff in. So, scarecrow and shrubs. Scarecrow. Oh, we don't have enough points for the scarecrow. Shrub. Yeah, we got plenty of points for the shrubs. So, oh, they're quite big. Aesthetic shrub. Let's put an aesthetic shrub there. And an aesthetic shrub there. What's been happening on TV then? Okay, so some of this stuff might be a little out of our thing at the moment. Grilled chestnuts. So presumably the chestnuts on the oak. Oh, okay, so we need to have a gatherer flag around that area as well. I noticed up here that some of these have a maple on them. Yeah. So again, I know that we don't have any beavers left. So I wonder if it's worth putting a gatherer flag up here so that we can get some of this maple, maybe. That seems like a thing. Not actually watching the cricket? Oh, really? Why not? So let's... what's that? Aquatic farmhouse. Employs specialized farmers that plant and harvest. Oh, so that's the cattail roots and the spatterdock. Okay, cool. Makes sense. Grist mill. Oh, that's how... Is that how we make bread, is it? Yeah. So then you need a bakery. Oh, beehive. Cool. Watching a series called The Beautiful Lie. Oh, okay. So it's not even something that is live on TV right now. You're just ignoring my stream for something that you could watch at any time. Good to know. You watch the cricket soon, though. JFC, you're back. Welcome back. I'm just looking at the... Oh, we leveled up. Nice. I'm just looking at the maple up here, and I'm thinking that we should get some of it. Why not, right? Although we don't have a beaver, I have to turn the gathering station off down here because we don't have enough beavers, but that's about right. Are you in trouble? Well, you know, oh, I just noticed that's going yellow, so presumably that means that this is getting quite a fair way away from this main building, so we have to be careful about that. Yeah, well, I mean, look, I'm not going to get you in trouble, but it does seem a bit much if you're just watching something on Netflix. You can watch anytime rather than watching the stream, but, you know, you do you. Yep, okay. And then ultimately that, I presume, would mean then that we need to have a second district at some point. Now, yes, that was what I was about to ask you. So I put this down, because I put this down, but they're not going to it, because I presume they need one of these. But these need gears. So, do I need to have a gear? I unlocked it, because I was like, oh, well, I need a gear thing. But then I noticed that it uses quite a lot of electricity, so... Is that what... am I down the right track? Well-being? Yeah. Oh, there's a special thing for it, is it? Is it the healer? Third from... Oh, the grindstone. Okay. Right. So I was getting a bit ahead of myself there. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, let's put a grindstone here then. Oh, we've got another drought coming. Now, make that top priority. Drought incoming in 3 days. Yeah, now I can block the water. Which is, yeah, makes me feel a lot happier about everything. Yeah, that's a positive one, yeah. Both the lake and the river. Yeah, this is already blocked. And I presume if I block it now, is it going to flood, or should I be blocking it right now? Because I'm also aware that the planks aren't coming along all that well. Okay, yeah, so we'll hold off until we're getting a little closer then, I would guess. Closer to the flood. Okay, yeah, when it dries out. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Oh, Oh, it looks so worried. It's okay, you're fixing yourself up now. Now I know what I'm doing.
I promise to be a better watcher.
Okay. So we're at level 10 now. This will hopefully help as well, presumably. Thank you, Cleepor. I appreciate that. Okay, nice. So we've got a bit of building going on here as well. Oh, why doesn't it like those? It's not connected to a district by paths. Oh, it isn't either. Okay. The stairs aren't connected. Fair. Fair point. And these stairs aren't either. Okay. Imagine the human grinding their teeth on with a grindstone. Yeah, that would be disastrous, I feel. I guess the nose, if going to be quiet, grinded too. Yeah, that's right. It didn't look like it was specific to the tooth. It's funny. Yeah, might have a sore nose. Usually only have one grindstone. Okay. Cool. I think we're looking good. Okay, so what I needed to do... Oh, prioritize... Oh, can they not pick up the... Is this not what I thought it was? Pine resin. Oh, okay. I've thought it was something else. More than fine right now. Oh, because they break their teeth. Yeah. It is what I think it is. Pine resin. I think I thought it was something else, and I put the wrong thing down. I think I thought it was the oak. Yeah. So, what did it say I needed? The tapper's shack. Okay. Is that in... Ah, there. Tapper's shack. I don't have enough points for that yet. Pine resin, maple syrup. Okay. That's fine. I don't think we need to be getting more berries. Apparently they don't like the berries that much. I guess, do they prefer the potatoes? Is that the grilled potatoes? They're struggling with the potatoes at the moment. Okay. They love the grilled potatoes. Okay. So maybe we need more potato crops. And now, I presume as well, there's ultimately a way to get this land to not be dried out. But again, I'm probably getting ahead of myself there. Would it be foolish to go over the other side of the river at this point if we're kind of running out of space, especially out of the green space? We'll prefer that over the berries. Okay, fair enough. I mean, we could put a few more potatoes here, I suppose. Alright, we're looking in pretty good shape despite forecasts of droughts. I should be back now. I do have a problem with the yeah, it wasn't muted. It just it feels like it overloads OBS or something, and it happens to be the mic that it cuts out, which is really frustrating because that's really the last thing you want to be cut out. But yeah, there we go. So I just have to unplug it and plug it back in. But what I was saying was I just thought to build this up, build the water back up a little bit, especially I guess through here, right? Get that filled right up as we're preparing for this drought. Because yeah, that seems to me to be quite a logical thing to do. Just let that kind of go half out. Yeah, I don't know. It did tell me one time what it actually was, but I haven't figured out how to stop that from happening. It used to only happen in city skylines, or at least I only noticed it in cities, but now it happened yesterday when I was playing Minecraft as well, so yeah, something not quite right there. So here we are. How are we doing? Oh, they're living up there now. That's awesome. What are these missing? Planks, of course. Planks. Planks. Nice. This is looking good. Are they... Yes, they are having babies again as well. We're only on 25 though. So yeah, we've had a couple die off as well. Build us... Yeah, I do already have this. They're just not producing them quickly enough. I was wondering whether I should put another lumber mill here. But the electricity is a bit of a problem. And perhaps I'm... yeah, perhaps I'm too impatient, maybe. Because yeah, the electricity kind of goes up and down, and I'm guessing that slows down the production. One thing that is a bit annoying with the power numbers, yeah. I was looking at the windmills as well, but I'm not sure if I'm a bit too early for the windmills. Is that even enough? It says it requires 120. The lumber mill, do you mean? Or you can still make them work with 50? Yeah. Oh, does the lumber mill say it needs one? Oh, the lumber mill needs 50, but yeah, if I have another lumber mill, I would need even more. The production will be slower, yeah. Yeah. I just don't know if I should be even thinking about windmills yet or not. Probably not. Lumber mill is perfect for the power wheel, yeah. I was just worried if I put a second lumber mill over here, I would be overloading the power. If we had two lumber mills operating, it'd probably end up with the same output, right? Because it's the power is what's slowing us down, not the lumber mill. Because we've got plenty of logs now. The logs aren't a problem for us, and they seem to be constantly ticking over as well, which is good. Yeah. Yeah, these are looking good though. I like them kind of stacked up like that. It's kind of cute. And then up here as well, we have one of the rooftop terraces waiting to be built. Lumber mill requires 50, and when the house is built, take a break from building. Yeah. Try and catch up a little bit, right? You just want to build everything though, don't you? It's one of those things. Yeah, so you can stock up. He's getting berries over there. Interesting. Because I didn't end up pausing this guy. He's not going through and collecting. I guess he's just stocking up at the flag there. Right, so we do have 250 of those points now. So let's get this Lido. How much does this cost us? Oh, quite a lot. Goes against what we were just talking about. Stocking up. But it's really fun, so it's worth it, presumably. Okay, so it needs 4. Oops, needs a 4x4. Oh, thank you, Anonymous, for gifting that sub to JFC. That's very kind. What am I doing here? Here we go. So here looks like it's going to be the best spot. Yeah. And we'll just get a path through it. Anonymous, thank you again. I appreciate that. And JFC, hope you enjoy the emotes. Oh, what's this guy? Is he short on... He's starving. Well, there's food all over the place, dude. Need to just go and sort yourself out. The heart paw. That's a cute one. I think Cleepaw's got distracted again, but her favourite one is the Fat Cakes one. Fat Cakes is one of my cats. Oh, there she is. You are there. I had to, because we wanted to have I wanted to have that one as the LOL one, so I had to move the Peggy one to the bits badge. But yeah, we'll Peggy's. If I were to have favourites, not that I do have favourites, because you shouldn't have favourites. It's like having a favourite child, right? Peggy would be close to my favourite, but I don't have favourites, so. You do have a favourite? No, I don't. Right. So, yeah, I mean, when you don't have to worry about the floods as much, it's a lot less stressful. No, not the floods, the droughts even. The thing that's opposite to a flood. I guess we'll just... you may have noticed from when I play cities as well, I'm not someone that puts things on higher speeds very often. So... They are very cute when they're carrying all the logs around and everything. I don't think I'll ever not find that cute. And the little cartons. How long have these got? Oh wow, they do take a long time, don't they? So I guess we, oh, what's happening? Slowing down. Yeah, this keeps happening as well. So we need to let a bit of water through to, oh no, it's coming back. Okay. And I'm aware as well that once the drought comes along, the flow is going to stop completely, and we're not going to have any electricity for all of that time. So and these showers are really cute as well. Have they built this yet? No, not quite. How are they doing up here? I don't know why they're struggling so much with that. What else do we have here? Temple, carousel. I feel like these are going to cost a lot. Oh, what does that need? Water. That 1800. Wow. Science points. Temple. Decorations. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of things to kind of look forward to build in this game, huh? So we're just over, or just under a day until this drought comes along. Look at all this water though, that's great. I probably should have put in a larger water tank, right? I guess they can still produce water though. In this time around, because we won't be completely drying up. But yeah, so paper mill, printing press, tapper's shack, wood workshop, pine resin and maple syrup. Yeah, so we got a little bit to go on that. Oh, Cleepaw, you're working in the inventor thing. You're an inventor. What do you know? Building lacks power. What am I inventing? You're inventing science points, I suppose. And then the science points enable us to build more things. Is he finally... Oh, one more plank. Come on, guys. Man, we're never going to get this Lido built. So we need 30 planks. Let's check what else we need here, if there's anything smaller we can do. Shelter. They're struggling with shelter, are they? We don't have any that are homeless. Because that's those ones, right? Yeah. There's five free beds even. Grilled potato, grilled spat and bread. The rooftop terrace is being built. Is it because they want roofs, maybe? Is that the problem? Yeah, I think we're kind of doing as much as we can at the moment. Which is good. Man, these two have a really cushy jobs. They're just like sitting here for 30 days at a time waiting for their trees to grow up. Yeah, that'd be good. Just being sat around. Now these guys struggling to replant. What's going on? Have we got kind of too much too many crops for the amount of workers. Kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Right, so come to the night time again. Just hanging out by the campfire, chilling out. Nice. Doing a bit of worshipping. Very cool. Taking shower. Nice, looking good. Oh, we can get rid of this now and finish this path off. And what's up here? These are oak, are they? Ooh, interesting. It's good to know. Although I think at this point we're pretty good with our wood supply. So presumably to stop them from cutting this down before you get to the... Because it looks like it does that. The resin only grows 7 days after... Yeah, 7 days after it's mature. So I guess you have to make sure they don't chop those down if you want those to be growing for the resin. So it's a 19-day process for the resin. Okay, so we're in drought here. I'm going to put that to half now so that things start building up as that goes down. Or do we just go to full? I guess we just go to full. Because yeah, it's not flowing all that quickly anymore. Yeah, we've got plenty of water, and I presume, yeah, it's only going to be a 3-day drought again, so we should be fine. If we lasted the last drought, we should be more than fine this time, which is good. Yeah, this is the problem though. Our plank situation is, yeah, not great. I feel like I've got trigger finger with these windmills. I feel like the windmills are something that we might want. So water's dried up there. But we've got we've dammed it up. So presumably it won't go any further than that. Probably could have dammed it up a little sooner actually. Yeah, let's start skipping through here a little bit. Yeah, probably should have, because they're still going to be taking water out. But we did survive the last drought just on this water alone, without even having that water. So I'm not too worried about that. It's just a matter of keeping things moving at this point. Oh yes, nice. So we have our last house built here. And we've got plenty of spaces for growth as well. 7 free beds. So yeah, looking good. I don't know why that shelter is not. Is it? Yeah. Is it because they want a roof there? I feel like at the moment the roofs are gonna just take up planks that that we don't have. Yeah, 2 planks. Yeah, we might hold off doing the roofs. I mean, we're still at 10. That's still pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Nice. I think we're looking good. We do need to figure out how to get more potatoes in here, I think. I mean, I suppose we can put some more there. Auto-saved. So what do we got here? Wheat. Okay. And then the cattail, which is quite appropriate for this channel, I suppose, isn't it? How much is that to unlock? Oh, aquatic farm. Okay. That was this one, wasn't it? We still don't have any unemployed beavers, so I think we'll have to hold off with that as well. I'm excited to see the Lido. That seems like it's going to be really cute. Sleepy now. Is that a moat? We're just over 2 hours, so yeah, it is. We are coming towards the end of the stream. A weird fish, she liked it, yeah. It's funny, I just don't know what it has to do with being sleepy. I'll give it some lols. Nothing at all, yeah. So I don't know. We got some sunflowers here. I don't know. Do they get? Presumably they eat the sunflowers because they don't store any of them. And the potatoes never even make it into the storage. They just go straight here. Okay, so they use logs to cook the potatoes. Makes sense. I mean, I guess we may as well put the potatoes all the way around here, right? Why not? Yeah. Clearly like the grilled potatoes. JFC, you got the octopus going. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think we've done pretty well here. Mainly thanks to JFC's hints and tips, to be honest, but we'll run with it. Yeah, this campfire scene, it's take a while to get over that. That's pretty cute. And the way they have their tails, they're like warming their tails, are they? That's kind of what it looks like. It's really cute. Alright. So one more day of the drought. And they still haven't come anywhere close to building the this thing, the rooftop terrace. It's only, I guess, because they can't get up here because of the plank issue. It only requires logs, but yeah, we're just so low on planks. Ooh, yeah. This does look like it's getting lower as well, but I guess it's not so low that it's going to cause a problem. Carrots, 68. Yeah, they're still... Oh, we've got a really good build up of logs. That's great. when this hits, maybe, so 41, there's still quite a long way to go. So we might need a larger storage area at that point. It's 250. Oh, we need, I guess we need this one though, don't we? 1,000, wow. And I see a lot of the time it says unique to this faction. So I guess what were they called again? The Iron Teeth. They have a whole lot of different buildings for them, I presume. Correct, yeah. Is the buildings themselves, like, do they still have the grills and all of that stuff? They're just a different kind of aesthetic to them, or do they have like a yeah. So it's still kind of similar gameplay with them. It's just slightly different looking buildings. It's cool. They look similar, yeah. Oh, nice. We have reached level 11. That's because the shelter is back up to the full amount. So that's good. And we're out of drought now, I think. Yeah, drought ended. Water's coming back here. So we'll be able to start making our planks again. Which seems to be our biggest issue at the moment. Yeah, I thought we had overdone it with these, but actually I'm glad we have so many, because we are managing to build our science points up really quickly, even when we kind of spend a lot of them. So yeah, I'm still happy about that. What's that? Nice. So another drought survived. I feel like once you have like your dam or your water floodgates in place, and you figure out, how that all works, it's pretty unlikely that you're going to have any issues with the floods. Not floods. I keep saying floods. I mean droughts. Alright, so we'll let this build up, I presume. Hopefully our wheel will start working. Yep. There it goes. And yeah, just do half, I suppose. That way our wheel will continue to work. Start making planks again. Do we need another worshipper? Maybe we do. Form an orderly queue. Let's put another worshipper thing there. They shrine. We'll put that facing the other way. Excellent. So back to normal. And presuming that there's at the end of every cycle, that's what is the drought. I guess that's how that works, is it? Awesome. So yeah, we might let things run in fast speed here for a bit so we can build up our resources. May as well get rid of some of these. Nice, looking good. Did they make... no progress there. Oh, they built one of those. That's good. Oh, another one of those. Probably don't need that one actually, do we? Oh, I can't delete it now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's where I place that wheel or something else that keeps making it stop, but it seems like the water is flowing. Did I place it maybe too close to the water pump, or I don't know if that's a thing or not with the water mechanics. Yeah, they love those potatoes. Oh, there's a few in here actually. It's rare. Alright, so we do have unemployed beavers now. So... we're getting close to 500 science points as well. So I wonder if we do want to get the tapper's shack. Now we can get a bench, why not? The bench takes only 2 planks, that's okay. One more over here somewhere, maybe here. It's just aesthetic shrub. I love that still. So I think the Lido will help a lot with the wet fur, won't it? And the grilled chestnuts, I presume. Yeah, maple syrup. What are the other trees here? Chestnut tree. I can't remember if I planted any of those or not. Let's put some... Oh, actually, no, I wanted to save that area, didn't I? Sorry, dude. Found that the roof is best on the smaller storage buildings. That they are also solid. Okay, on these little ones. Oh, the roof is solid too. Here. Oh, these ones. Oh no, I can't. I don't want to. Not yet. Yeah. Okay. They look quite big though. Are they? Yeah. Are they 2x3 tiles? The 1x1. Only one plank. That's okay. All right. It's a noisy fire. Yeah, I mean, that kind of looks cute. Oh, we've got another one here. We could put one on here. Do they need, the decoration is aesthetics. Oh yeah, roof. Okay. Yeah, only 60 points. Nice. Oh, the benches are 2 planks, so that's gonna that's gonna be a problem. Very slow going with the planks. Good tick over of the logs though. This kind of having a combination of the birch and other ones works quite well, doesn't it? It's only 59% still. It's still got quite a long way to go. Ah, they've made it. Look, up here. Amazing. Chill out in the rooftop terrace. Awesome. Little lantern and everything. Ah, nice. Relaxed. And they've even got like little stools for the babies. Very cute. Aww. I'm not sure what we'll have up here yet. I haven't quite figured that out, but it'd be cool to keep stacking these backwards potentially, if we can do that. I'll have to figure out how to work that, but yeah, maybe another platform here that can then go up. Yeah, it's coming along pretty nicely. Get these late night beavers. What are you up to? And they're back out again. Let's get these planks going. I think we want to see the Lido before we finish. I think that should be our goal. I don't think we're building. We got the roofs that we're building. But did I prioritize the Lido? No. Let's prioritize it. Oh, and the benches as well. I mean, I'm not that bothered about the benches at this point. The Lido's more important, I think. And yeah, interested to get this pine resin for no other reason as just to kind of because it looks cool. And what do they use the pine resin for? It's used there to make something. So we need, it looks like we need wheat there as well at the bakery. And the beehive, that looks fun as well. Boosts the growth of the nearby crops. That's cool. This needs a bit of filling up, doesn't it? It's going to stop the electricity though. Seems to be a forever struggle. I guess at night time it's fine if the electricity is stopped. Try and backfill this a little bit. Nice. Oh, is that too much? Perfect. Okay, and then this as well before we flood the whole place. Like that. Oh dear. Oh, 12 well-being. They must like being flooded. Alright, so things are flowing again, and electricity is flowing at the right time, so excellent. Be good to be able to have two beavers in here so that one can still be making the planks while the other one's like delivering. But yeah, apparently it doesn't let you do that, so there is that. $17, over halfway there, so we're getting there. Here comes some more planks. 18. I think it's in the district tab. What am I looking for here? Oh, the hauling post. Does that help? Does it? Oh, employs additional builders. Is that would that help with giving extra staff to this though, or get more haulers? Yeah, okay. That one. So if we had a, oh, that's quite large. If we had a hauling post, that would help them move the stuff around. Okay. We do have unemployed beavers, so we may as well, right? Check your district center. I think that, yeah, I've already upped that to the highest amount. So the district beavers, do they help with transporting as well, do they? By the sounds of it. Let's yeah, okay, cool. Let's put that there. Yeah, I think that's pretty central. Of course, it needs planks. Everything needs planks. 21, so 9 more. Alright, we're going though. There's one plank waiting. They should be sending it to this first though. Yep, one more. 22. So yeah, presumably this is when you are branching out further. Additional builders. District crossing. Yeah, nice. We're slowly getting there. Ooh, we've got 500 now. So let's unlock the, what was it again? The Tapper's Shack. And we can put that up here. And I presume they kind of just slow down. Is it that they slow down or they get kind of tired easier when they're further away? Not sure why I'm so obsessed with the resin either. It's kind of weird. And then I guess, how far does this go? Yeah, I guess we eventually need another forester out here if we want to make this like our resin area. Beaver peak hour again. Five more planks. Oh, at 12 already, we're getting close to unlocking the iron teeth, but I think I would keep building this out with these guys first. Oh, this needs gears as well. I'm gonna have to look at getting gears, aren't I? Am I going too fast, JFC? Is this is this too fast? It's a fine speed I'm keeping. Okay, good. I worry I'm just getting a little impatient with everything. Because, yeah, the thing that worries me is the electricity. So the windmills are probably going to be the way to do it. You can hold back a bit if you want because of the water that can be blocked now. Yeah. This power situation is no good. I presume you have a similar problem with the windmills as well, like once the wind stops, the electricity goes down as well. So, yeah. They're not going to send planks there anyway until the Lido's built, so I might even just up that so that, yeah, that way this will be built before that. Alright, hopefully today is the day that we get our Lido. I think it should be. We only need 3 more planks, so there's plenty of logs in there waiting, so yeah. Seems like we're on track. What was that? 10 planks. Oh man, 95%. Come on. Is I don't know, JFC, if you think, is this water wheel too close to this pump or something? Is that why it keeps stopping, or is it just the natural ebb and flow of the river that causes that? Natural thing, yeah, okay. Which, you know, I guess IRL, that is what would happen as well. So we got one waiting, and then we'll just need one more. Where are you going with that? Oh, can't click on him. Okay. These are 75. They're getting close. That's good. One more plank. Here we go. Look, this beaver is carrying it. And then they've got to... Someone's got to come and build it. He does the building too. Nice. Oh, here we go. Is anyone going to come and use it now? That's the question. These guys look like they are. Here we go. Oh. Oh, look at that one on their back. Swimming back and forward. And this helps with their wet fur, I think you said, didn't you? Yeah. Oh, well, that was definitely worth the wait. That's very cute. Oh, and they're loving it too. Look at this. Sunbathing. Oh. Okay, well, we got our Lido in, so I think we'll call it there. And we'll go off and find someone to raid. We could probably, unless anyone has any suggestions, I was thinking we could go and raid Nightmorphus. I know he's not playing Thingo, but well, I mean, I guess we could check and see if anyone is playing Timberborn. There's only one other person playing Timberborn. It looks like they've just started. Their save. Australia 3 for 97. That's not great. That's not great at all. Why don't we raid this person? It is 18 plus. Is that a problem for anyone? The pitch is super green. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem for you, Cleapor. No, I know that. But yeah, just to warn everyone else that it does have 18 plus in the title, so if that's not something you're into, maybe don't go along with the raid. But yeah, they are playing Timberborn, so we'll go and see what they're up to. Yeah, it looks like they're a little earlier on than what we are. But yeah, in the meantime, everyone, thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, probably with some Cities Skylines, I think, tomorrow, because it's been a little while. So yeah, a bit of Cities tomorrow, and then no doubt we'll be back with Timberborn at some point as well, because yeah, this is just too adorable to not come back to. So what do we do there? We reach level 13. Whoops. Okay, nice. Did that without even meaning to. But yeah, thanks for watching, and then I'll say thanks to the anonymous gifter for that gift sub to JFC, and then thank you to Rafiki for that follow earlier on. I don't know if they're still here or not, but yeah, hopefully work has gone alright for you. And yeah, I will send you off to Eslin Loves to Game, and I will see you all pretty soon, I hope. Take it easy and catch you later.